So of the classes that I have, my two fastest at this point are my Mercenary here and my Sorceress, just because they have crazy AoE damage. But I think the Mercenary edges out my Sorceress by a fair margin, so we're going to continue playing with him today. I want to make my way over to this tower over here. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll hop into the map, try to get this stuff done as quick as we can. Our goal at this point is not necessarily to clear out all the maps, because I have plenty of maps at this point, so I'm not necessarily trying to do that. I want to make progress. Whoa, I got a little too carried away there. A little too carried away there. A little ahead of my turrets there. Just trying to be as kind of zoomy as I can be with this character. You know, you can't. It's not like some of the other builds where you just explode packs immediately. There is a slight delay for everything that you do, but I mean, I feel like we're moving pretty quickly through this. It's not, you know. It's not slow by any means. It's just not as fast as maybe, say, you know, some of the crazy monk builds that are able to just zip through things and explode packs of monsters in a single hit and then jump to the next little group there and just completely destroy them. But, you know, for the most part, I'm able to just put down my turrets and everything just kind of dies as quickly as they can. As long as I keep dodge rolling around, I don't generally tend to take too much damage, so... Just waiting on that reload sometimes for the explosive shot's a little bit annoying. I'm tempted to take off whatever it is that gives me five reloads and just... It's like the reload doesn't really take that long. What am I waiting on here? What am I waiting on here? I'm not even sure what I was waiting on there. So yeah, just keep advancing your turrets as you go. I got myself a little trap here. That wasn't smart. Fortunately, we have the DPS to be able to just kind of deal with it. Alright, what do we have here? Got Exaltation. Honestly, I'll grab that and then I'll re-roll and hopefully we get nothing really great. Start laying down the law here. Die. Put a couple down over here as we get a little bit better coverage. Come on, just die. There we go. Alright, so we didn't really get anything cool for this one, so again, I'm gonna grab this guy. Oh, I screwed that up. Oh well. I'm just not getting as much tribute as I'm used to getting. I'm not sure why. Here. We got at this point. We just oh no, come on! I was literally about to say at this point we just really have to be careful not to die because we're so far into this, and for whatever reason they didn't bother putting any freaking checkpoints on this map, so you end up having to run the thing all the way from beginning to end if you die. And I was like, mother. What irritates me is look at this shit. Look at this. And I'm still, even with just regular mobs, having to worry about dying. It's really irritating. Everybody talks about, like, class balance, but where's the monster balance? Like, I'm sorry, I should never have to be afraid of groups of mobs. The only thing I should really have to be afraid of is a freaking boss, and that's the only thing I should have to worry about. Like, I'm sorry, that's just the way it needs to be. Didn't mean to do that. Right? Like, dying in the middle of a map because a group of mobs decided they were gonna dogpile you, and something like it. I don't have a problem with like having to be a little bit careful, but when all of a sudden you go from full health all the way down to like nothing, that's ridiculous. I'm sorry, it's ridiculous, especially when they don't provide life-based builds with a way to absorb that. I mean, I've got maxed out resistances as high as I can get them, as high as is reasonable for pretty much any build, and I'm still going from full health down to nothing in half a second before I can even react to what's going on. That's a real balance problem. Like, take your class balance problems and put that shit on hold for a minute. Let's figure out the monster issues here, because this is ridiculous. Got a level 91 character that still gets practically one-shot by groups of regular monsters. Or rares. Like, rares should not be something that I have to be afraid of, especially with as powerful as this character is. With all my resistances maxed out, and yeah, I don't have 6,000 hit points worth of stuff, but 2,600 should really be enough to survive and not have to, like, seriously worry about it. It really should. Need that. I do want that, just to see if we get anything cool. Of course we did not. Part of me wants to get the Roa mount and see how that goes. Alright, we got the boss here. Just die, just die, just die. Keeps killing my things, so... That wasn't too bad. I mean, 7 minutes was a little bit, but most of that was... I don't say most of that, but a lot of that was having to run back because we got unlucky with that stupid pack of mobs that decided they were just gonna one-shot us and... I mean, there's not much more I can do with my health here. Every item that I have has at least 100 health on it. Like... There isn't really much I can do with this. Like, everything has, like, upwards of 100 health on it. So, they don't provide any way to scale your hit points. Right? When it comes to just a life build. So, you're kind of screwed, and you just take what you can get. It's really annoying. Alright, we'll put this in here and do that. Chilled Ground isn't my favorite, but I can live with it. The one thing I absolutely will not... The one thing I absolutely will not do on the map is Temporal Change. I can live with everything else. Temporal Chains, it lasts too long and it's too hard to see a lot of the time. Continue moving our way, barging through and dropping our totems, and whoa, no killing, please. No killing me, please. We're trying to get through this map, not die on it. I believe we have some life leech or gain hit points on kill or something like that. I don't remember what we have that gives us health regen, but health regen doesn't matter if the damage coming in is... Oh no, this is not what I wanted. This is not what I wanted. That escalated, or that evolved way too quickly for me to pay attention to. Let's slow this down just a little bit because we're getting into some Abyss stuff here, and I don't... Unfortunately, even though I have crazy chaos resistance, the damage from these guys is just so crazy that it just... Like, some of the rares that come out of these pits are just worse than bosses. They just are. It's kind of frustrating because if you don't catch them coming out before they start slamming you, you get one shot like just happened to us in that other map. See? Look, we almost just died there. There's no reason that should be happening in the middle of all of this stuff. I'm sorry. If I go down and I fight a boss, I should have to worry about whether I'm going to die. All of this crap here, this should just be peanuts. Got ourselves an Abyssal Arsenal out of that, but that didn't really give us anything. Go down this way and see if we can find what we need. Excuse me. Can I please dodge roll? That would also be very nice. This looks like our boss. Oh, come on. That was bullshit. He was dead. He was dead. Another 10% of our fucking... The only thing about this build is the visual clarity. That right there, that is unacceptable. That's like, you can say you should pay more attention. How am I supposed to see that happening? How in the fuck am I supposed to see that happening with all this going on? All of a sudden I'm alive, or one second I'm alive, and all of a sudden I'm just fucking gone. And why? Because there's no monster balancing on anything. Monsters get all the fucking benefits, and we just have to sit and take all the bullshit. I'm like, come on, man. Alright, I'm too annoyed to even bother with another map at this point, so we're just going to go ahead and call it there. Hopefully you guys had fun. Be sure to click the like button, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. Join as a member for early access to videos, or you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with the thanks button. There's also PayPal and Patreon links if you'd like to go that route. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.